what if? What if we did this thing, you know? And the minute you say that, it can spiral. Like, you know, you just need to ask those questions. Could we do? Oh, we did that. That was a great success. What if we did this next thing?
We do the best that we can with the information we have now, but we also go and look to bring back information from Europe to try and keep going, make things as best as we can for the people living within the Ballyhara region.
And many of tonight's presentations and activities have a European dimension and European connectivity.
And that's kind of how we work, the bottom up, the grassroots. People will come to you, they'll say like, oh, I wish we could do this, or we don't have this, or that has left our community, and being able to react.
Connecting local communities with European colleagues and different projects in Europe.
I have participated in 2 European projects recently. The YLLD, Youth-Led Local Development Project, where we visited Italy, and the Young Leader Forum, which took place in Finland. It definitely opened my eyes to thinking more in a European mindset and what we can do when we collaborate with other countries.
And it's capacity building as well, that you're not always going in doing the same thing the whole time, but you're building the capacity of people, be it individuals, community groups, whatever, that they then have the capacity to do these things for themselves.
People from different places like Portugal and Italy and Romania, ideas from different countries, different places, different communities, and bringing them back home as well.
I was actually really surprised at that we have kind of the same issues. But what's blown me away this week is like the energy that coming together has brought, and it actually helps. A problem shared is a problem halved and all that. So the fact that we do all have the same issues, we're now all coming up with solutions to tackle the same issues, you know, that we each will be able to bring back to each of our individual countries.
Cross-cultural activities that show friendships between Europe and things like that. So, I mean, this is a very good example of people from different countries all coming together for the common good of what they were trying to achieve.
Themes of youth, voice, inclusion and democracy really coming across strongly tonight.
The gap between the older and the younger generation gets bigger if you're not represented.
We facilitated a focus group with Task. Many young people, they feel disconnected from civil society, they feel disconnected from democracy.
I really wanted to get involved in my community, but honestly I didn't know how.
It's definitely the lack of representation.
We're not being represented, we're not being spoken about.
Young people, and especially from disadvantaged backgrounds, feel left out of the political system.
Young people need to vote to make people listen so that their demographic is represented.
Part of that, together we explored options as to what we could do to change.
If I got 5 minutes with a politician, I'd be the most happiest man alive, so I could actually get my ideas out there. But even if he didn't do them, at least I'd be happy to say that I actually gave out my ideas.
You're all very welcome to our Strengthening Young Voices Within the Community event. There's going to be a lot of talking to each other. There's going to be a lot of engagement.
Put them into something instead of leaving them out of school,
like
having to decide life decisions as a 17, 18-year-old. I could have done with an actual...
For myself, there was a weight on my chest that I thought they wouldn't listen or nothing like that, so I was getting kind of confused, and then when they listened in, the weight came off my chest. They gave us the opportunities to say what we actually wanted on our mind, and it felt just like we actually got our word out.
What would you want the Mayor to do in terms of your community to support and encourage?
I think really, to be honest, to openly stand there and support travellers, not just put your hand up and say, oh, I like travel. No, to actually stand your ground for on behalf of travellers.
I think everyone's trying to say the same thing, that no one wants to listen to us, or the older ones saying that they don't want to listen to it. Like, you know, it's the same problems everywhere. So everyone coming together, trying to find a solution that can work for everyone. I think that's a really, really great thing that we're doing here, and it's going to benefit everyone.
Actually, them listening to us actually boosts up our confidence, and hopefully in the future that it just stays that way, that they'll be listening to young youths like ourselves and give them the same opportunities. Like,
you have to learn a lot of them, like about politics and this and that, about voting, and it's good to know, like, because you can get that education in school, so it's just good to sit down and listen.
Being involved in the Erasmus projects definitely has made me more aware of European politics. It was really interesting actually when we went to Finland. It was around the time of the European elections, so we were seeing a lot of posters still up in the area. I was definitely more tuned in and aware that my vote definitely does matter on a European level, the things that we can achieve together. My vote matters, but also that their vote is so important, and we all need to strive to build what we want in the European Union.
People power. Standing up and being counted, diversity, being different, and to be part of something.
They joined the community, they had their voice heard. Like, there's no reason why anybody can't get involved in Europe funding, Europe work, Erasmus projects from whatever age, background they're involved in, we always try to support everyone to get involved in anything got to do with having their voice heard, their mental health, European projects or grants.
I felt like somebody actually listened to us for once.